cliffhanger. Now, I'm okay with cliffhangers. Like it's not like makes me angry or like want to smash something. But
Yeah, same here, but
yeah, but the fact is, I usually would want to know if they're gonna make a second one. Like, let me know, because if I don't know you're gonna make one, I'm like, I'm so anxious to know. Like, I would be calmer if I knew they weren't gonna make one, or if they were gonna make one. I don't like to don't know if they're gonna make one or not when there's a cliffhanger to a movie. For the ending, that was a cliffhanger, but there's a lot of those in movies that usually have sequels.
what I like about the movie also is three things. One, I like how Israel gets taken down and they're the first ones to know about everything, but yet they still get infected. I also like the heroic stuff, like him jumping onto the helicopter, and also there was this one guy who was getting infected and he had a grenade in his hand at Israel, and he's like, I'm gonna die anyway, so why do I care? He pulls the pin, blows up the zombies, and all the zombies like plop down, and that's the thing I don't like too. Like I didn't like how the zombies all like started. Like if one zombie got shot, all of them would like fall down instantly. It was like a domino effect. Third thing though, I'm sorry here, but I liked how he said, "What did? Oh yeah, it's not the end. It's still only the beginning." And I'm like, holy cow! I like that. That's actually good. You gotta say that in a movie, because they have no idea what caused this.
Yeah. People say it was rabies, and that line is good, but that line is pretty good for a movie, but it's also a little cliche. Like they would say that, and it's just a cliche line a bit to me. Okay, here's something else I kind of don't like. Brad Pitt's character is not too well developed. When I just saw him in the movie, I just considered him the brave one, trying to protect his family and be the heroic hero. We get a little into his character and what he thinks, but just to know a character good enough to like where you know them well, the movie doesn't do that. He's developed but not well developed.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like that was already seen as a point here. He was an ex-military dude. He was in the military. We saw it coming. Like we knew people were gonna ask him, "Hey, you need to join back into the military." And that thing about the military is, in Philadelphia, you see guys on Hummers with like submachine guns hosing down the zombies, and then I'm just like, "Yeah, you guys are gonna die anyway. So why don't you just run?" Why don't you guys just run?
Another thing I don't know is, first off, like this movie, I was expecting a good explanation, like you said. We don't know where they came from. I want to know where they came from, because I don't know where zombies come from. The only thing I think zombies come from is from the dead. They get out from their grave. I was thinking this would explain a new way of a zombie coming, especially in the present times. But no, they never really explain. They just say, I just heard somebody saying, maybe it's from rabies. And that's about it. We don't fully understand where this.
You basically hear three explanations. One, you hear a guy say that a soldier was found out in Jerusalem or something, and then you hear another guy say a doctor got it, and then you hear another guy say like, I don't know, and then another guy gets infected, and he's like, is that how you tweaked your leg? And then he's like, no. This stuff has been bothering me a while. He says a cuss word, but I'm not going to say that. And then I'm just going to be... and then I was like, seriously, people? Just give us one explanation. Just give us one explanation. We don't need to know three things. Then we'll get confused and we'll be like, so which is it? Either the general, either Israel, either rabies. What is it?
Yeah, the point of these three things is to establish that we don't know where it came from. There's three theories. It never fully explains it, and if it does, we missed it. It's all right. I believe it came from rabies or from the animals. I mean, if you can establish that, that's okay enough for me. But the fact is, nobody really knows, and it doesn't affect me, the movie, and it really didn't affect me at all. I forgot
No.
about it within the first few minutes. But like for a person like me who kind of wants to know everything, and like everybody in the movie who's going to feel like they're going to die wants to know where it came from. Yeah, I just kind of want to know a little more about where they came from.
See, like 2012. I actually like the movie. You people have your reasons not to like it or like it. They explain to you how the world started to end. They actually explain it to you, like the solar flares, the movement of the crust of the earth. They actually explain it to you, and I'm like, holy cow, I actually get it. But then when I saw World War Z, I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't get it, and I probably never will.
Okay, yeah. Another thing I kind of don't get a bit is that zombies, when they were climbing over the wall, they fell pretty high up. How are they still walking? Do their bones regenerate? I mean,
Yeah, I know.
shouldn't their bones break and they shouldn't be able to get up?
Yeah.
Something should have broke. Some fell on their heads.
Yet they were still able to.
Yeah, something's going on. I mean, if they fell down, just just make them flop around. Their bones are broken. But I don't know how you would survive a fall like that. I don't think zombies have super healing powers, or in fact make their bones thicker. I mean, kind of doesn't make quite pretty good sense. Bottom line for the film, there's action mostly all throughout the movie. There are some scenes where it slows down a bit, but most of it is just action, running. It's just engaged action movie. It's like mostly action, kind of like the Battle of Los Angeles movie.
That was a good movie. Yeah, another thing is, I didn't understand, but how did... See, there was a zombie on a plane. And remember the zombie whenever the guy gets the knife thing stuck in him? He looks over, sees one zombie still alive, and I'm like, how is that zombie still alive? You should be dead.
Well, maybe the same reason that Brad Pitt is still alive. Some people will survive some plane crashes, but at least the zombie didn't get up.
What I like, though, is how the girl, there was a girl with him, and she's out of her chair, like, he looks over the chair next to him, notices that she's missing, and I'm like, oh no, is she dead? Is she dead? Oh no, how's he gonna find the place? And then she comes over and she's like, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's alive. Hallelujah!
Yeah, and another thing I kind of don't get is that the seatbelt thing was stuck inside Brad Pitt. Like, got stabbed here. I don't... It wasn't fully explained how he got, like, completely healed and was able to fight zombies again.
I know, right?
Yeah, that part was kind of confusing a
But
bit.
remember, he, after he hit the two zombies with the when he hit the first zombie with the crowbar, he was kind of like... that.
Yeah, that's good, and I'm like trying to say that, yeah, the movie's, I like it how the movie's trying to say, yeah, he's still in pain, he's still wounded, but I still don't think he would, unless...
He wouldn't have been able to heal that quick.
No, I don't think that quick, but it's just okay, I'll make an exception.
Another thing I liked about this movie, the intensity of it. Like, whenever you go into the facility at a Wing B, or Wing A, Wing B, whatever, you see, like, blood. You see, like, a lab coat hooked to a door. And I'm still trying to figure that part out. Like,
The suspense, you like the suspense.
yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gonna get good real quick. And then you see like a boot with like blood in it, and then you see like a bunch of food everywhere, and then like, the zombies are just like, okay, we're just waiting for someone to show up. Give me a human and I'll start munching on them. And that's the thing too, like, they lost entire countries, entire nations. Britain, they lost their entire country, and all the zombies are just waiting for something to happen, and I'm just like, you guys lost entire nations, yet you're still able to fight. Gee, where did you get that, people? Where's the logic in this movie? I didn't know.
Not all nations were lost, basically. I don't know.
What?
Not all nations were lost.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, where's the logic? I didn't really see any logic in this movie at all.
Well, there's logic in it, but like like an unlogical movie at all. If it's unlogical all the way through, that would be a horrible movie. This wasn't horrible. It still had logic in it.
Yes, I'm not saying it didn't have entire unlogical stuff.
Yeah, yeah. It's still okay. Overall, from my ratings, to 50 decent, 60 good, 70 really good, 80 great, 90 amazing, 10 perfect. I would give this about a really good, probably like a 75. It's a good film. It's a really good film. But there are some stuff that I don't like, some stuff I like. That's with everyone watching a film.
I agree, 75 would where I would aim this at. Because if you look at it, you understand it. There are some parts you won't get.
Some parts are unexplained, not fully developed,
But it's a good movie.
and some characters are undeveloped. But yeah, it's a good movie. Do we think you should? It's an hour and 40 something minutes.
Somewhere around there.
Okay,
I don't pay attention to the time.
If you're looking something to watch through, I think it's worth a watch through, and maybe you watch it a few times again. But it's something you wouldn't be seeing over and over. You would see it every now and then. I think it's worth watching at least